Day, coming off the weekend, super tired. Today is supposed to be a heavier leg day, but the way I'm feeling right now, I don't know how it's gonna go. But anyways, we're gonna start off with our Copenhagen planks. Again, to pre-exhaust those adductors, open up the hip, the groin, and all those things, so we can actually open up those hip pockets, so we can get the range of motion and depth that we need to do our squat. So this is a great movement to open up everything, pre-exhaust those adductors. And again, for you guys that struggle with your knees caving in, right? You need to strengthen your adductors, can help with that pre-exhausting with your adductors before you do squats, can help with that. So that's what we're gonna do here. Just quick 10 reps. That feels good. Whew. Do the other side. Man, I could literally feel just my hip and everything just opening up as I do those. Man. All right, so we put the pad a little bit higher to get a way bigger stretch on this last one here before we get into our squats. That's way harder. Outside. Use the band on that one to get an extra glute activation, to get the glutes warmed up. All right, so real quick, if you guys ever wondering why I often squat with my body away, it's because when you are not seeing yourself in the mirror, you have to rely more on technique and overall body awareness to make sure you're executing your squat well. And all those things that I just mentioned before are what helps to increase mind-muscle connection, right? Because now, because you're not seeing yourself, you have to utilize that mental focus and visualization, visualize what a good rep is like. I think that's where a lot of you guys struggle. If some of you guys were to be doing squats, right, and you were to do your squats away from a mirror, from seeing yourself, it's gonna feel very awkward, or you won't be able to feel as strong, which is a huge problem, right? So if you wanna see an instant increase in your squat without too much, too much strength work or whatever, right? So anyways, so if you wanna see an increase in your squats, like instantly, try practicing for the next couple of weeks, doing your squats with a lighter weight if you need to, and just focus on that visualization of what a good rep feels like and just overall body awareness, right? Because that's what a lot of you guys lack. And that's why your squats aren't improving. So you do that, you go back to do your regular squats, I promise you, you can lift an extra 10 to 15, 10 to 20 pounds minimum. All right? So right now I'm nervous. So this is, yeah, 425 on the bar. So like I said, I'm tired. Before I said I'm tired. So ideally, goal here is to try and get three sets with 3 reps. But I either want to be able to get multiple reps back to back without a break, or I need to be able to increase the weight by at least 5 to 10 pounds. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know what's going to happen here, but we'll see how we do here. This is my first working set. All right. Nervous, even though I've done this before, I'm nervous, man. All right. Okay. That was tough. All right, so if I can do this set in one breath, like 3 back to back, then I'm gonna go up in weight on the next set. But if I cannot, I'm gonna stay here. All right, so moment of truth. All right, let's go. Okay, not bad. All right, that triple was all right, was decent. Let's see if we can hit it again without the rest of the time. So we're just trying to go in one breath. All right. I saw stars in that one. Ooh. Doing them in one breath is a different level of challenge, but it feels good to. So even if I go up in weight now and I struggle, I still know I improved from 2 weeks ago when I did these, right? Because now I'm able to rep it same way I would if I was doing, like 225 or 315, which is good. So I know that This is moving comfortably, and it doesn't matter how I do this, I feel strong. So there's no weak areas in my ability to lift this weight. Whether that's with tempo, whether that's how much I stick, whether that's with range of motion. So now if I know if I increase weight, I'll be all right. So we're gonna go up now and try and do 2 sets at 445. 2 sets of 2. Ooh, all right, we're trying to get a double here. All right, we're on the road to 500 pounds. On the road to 500 pounds. All right, so this is 445. All right, see if we can get a double here. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna do 1 set of double or 2, but it depends on how this goes. That felt good actually. Yeah, that felt nice. Maybe could have done 3, but I'm just gonna do 1 more set. Hit another double. Last set of squats here. Whew, home stretch. Now, I hesitated. Whenever I hesitate with heavy weight on my last set, I don't go. Anyways, that's good. Now we're gonna get into some hamstring work. But I would have been like, I felt fine. I don't know why I hesitated, man. Yeah, it happens. What the hell? But you know, these stuff felt good. Now I know in a week and a half, now when I come back, 445 is gonna be where I start for my first working set. All right. All right. Now we're gonna do some hamstring work. All right. So we're gonna do this. I don't know if you guys saw the previous videos, but of me utilizing the band here to get a nice, good stretch in the hamstring. So what we're gonna be doing here, we're gonna be doing a kickstand, single leg RDL or B stance, whatever the hell you wanna call it. All right. So we're just doing 5 reps on each side. We're really focused on getting a nice, deep stretch in the hamstring. All right. In line. Yeah. Okay. So I'm switching where the band is here to make sure that my band is in alignment so that I don't get pulled off balance. All right? So make sure where your legs lined up is lined up in a straight line with where the band is attached to. We don't want to be off balance. Phenomenal stretch in the hamstring, phenomenal stretch. And the reason why I like using the band is because it forces you to emphasize proper hinging to stop the lower back from taking over for a lot. Because for a lot of people, when you guys do RDLs, you guys focus too much and going too low, right? So if you're doing RDLs, if you're hinging adequately, when you come to about just below your knee, you should feel that stretch, right? But the problem is, too many of you guys don't hinge properly, start to go down, and then you start to create flexion at the lower back. So you get nothing on your hamstring, and you're messing up your back because you're creating flexion at that lower back. So that's what majority of the stress is going to be, right? Obviously, if you're someone that's a little bit more flexible in the hamstring, you may need a little more range of motion to actually feel that stretch. But for 90% of the people, you guys don't have that level of flexibility in your hamstring where you need to go lower than just below your knee, right? So make sure that you guys properly hinge. And that could be the reason why some of you guys' hamstring is not developing, or when you guys do RDLs, you find that your back gets stiff a lot. It's because the reason why your back gets stiff is because you're adding a lot of stress on the lower back, your SI joint. So your SI joint is like that area right that's sitting on top of your glutes and your lower back right there. It's the area that typically gets stiff when you do any kind of hinging movement and the lower back is taking over, all right? So just keep those things in mind. Just some quick tips to help you guys. So to finish off this workout, we're probably gonna be doing some side pushes as well too. So I'm gonna do a quad focus movement after this, and then we'll see what else we do. I've done so much squats that, aside from touching my hamstrings a little bit, I don't really need to do much else after that. Such a good stretch, man. Oh, my grip. All right, so this movement that we're about to do is one of those more athletic type of movements, less so bodybuilding type movement. But if you guys been watching my video for a while, you know I like to train functionally, right? So we're gonna be doing this single leg isometric hold variation right here. So this movement is great. One, again, for targeting the quads, right? So it's a great way to finish the burnout by targeting the quads. It's also a great joint stability movement, right? It's a great unilateral movement to work on muscle imbalances. So if you're someone that, where when you squatted, your knees cave in and out, there's a lot of movement going on at the knee, you have poor joint stability. So this movement is gonna help to work on that. It's also gonna help to strengthen your obliques, right? So we're gonna be holding the dumbbell in one hand. So obviously, the other side have to work significantly harder for you to maintain stability and things like that. Also, the muscles that, if you go back into the video, if you haven't seen it, I was telling you guys that one of the reasons why you guys may deal with back issues when you do squats, deadlift, and so on and so forth, is because your QL muscles are weak. So the QL muscle is two muscles that sit right here in your lower back that's responsible for helping with stability down there, right? So doing offset load movements like this, unilateral movements like this, helps with that as well too. So this movement's got so many benefits, all right? So try it out. We're using with a 100-pound dumbbell here. So hopefully this goes well. We'll see how it goes. So your quads gonna be burning, your legs gonna be burning, everything gonna be, glutes gonna be burning, core's gonna be tired. And lastly, you know, when we lift, or you know, when we just work out, we'll work out in general, and when we get to our last couple sets, that's when forms start to break down, core stability start to take a hit. So doing movements like this at the end of your workout, that forces you to maintain that heightened level of mental focus, forces you to really think about bracing and maintaining proper core engagement and core stability. It's going to help you so significantly when it comes to your other compound movements, your squats, your deadlifts, front squats, so on and so forth, right? Because like I've said, the reason why when we're squatted or deadlifting, reason why our back start to cave in is because we lack the ability to maintain core engagement all the way through. So doing movements that forces you to focus on that when you're the most tired is going to help you so much, right? So this one's going to be tough. All right, so we're only doing 2 sets of these. So I'm just gonna show you this guy do his last one, and then that's gonna be end the workout. After this, I'm gonna be doing some set pushing. We'll pack the set up with about 800 pounds and just do the length of my turf, just do some set pushes. And then that's it. I'm tired as hell. Next level. Whew. I will try to flex my quads right now, but there's so much blood flowing in them that they would look like that would just look like one big blob. Whew. But yeah, that's it, guys.